All right, Erin, you have 5 minutes.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Erin Lachaal. I will be running for SA President. I'll tell you a little bit about myself before I go into my platform. I am a junior, and I am majoring in Urban and Public Policy Studies. I am currently the Entertainment Director, and I've been working for SA. This is going to be my 3rd year working for SA. I was previously the Hospitality Coordinator last year, and my freshman year, I was a mentee in our internship program that we do, also in the Entertainment Department. So I spent all of my time in SA within the Entertainment Department, but I know a lot about all the other departments and the ongoings with the executive side of SA. So to get started, to talk a little bit about my platform, the first thing is the 3 of us, myself, Miriam, and Juan, my other running mates, we really want to hold consistent e-board office hours. We know a big thing for clubs is that they come into the office and not all 3 e-board members are there, so it's hard for them to get their business done in a timely fashion. So we want to hold consistent e-board office hours where all 3 of us would be in the office at the same time so they could come in, get their questions answered in a timely fashion, and be on their way. We know everyone has busy lives, so we want to keep things moving, keep things efficient. Also, we want to set up a Google Calendar where we would have blocked off times so that clubs could sign up for meetings with us, and we could just have block times on our calendar that would be available for meeting times with the clubs. Also, we really want to streamline the SA staff. Right now, I feel like there's a lot of positions that don't do as much as they could. I feel like by cutting down on the number of staff members, we would be able to be a more efficient organization. And I would also like to, if we cut down the number of staff, I would like to increase staff stipends. Right now, I get a stipend of $196 every 2 weeks, and I'm working 20 hours a week. So that averages out to be about $5 an hour. I think it would be better if you were able to earn a more reasonable hourly wage. You would be more inclined to do the work that's asked of you, and I think it would just improve efficiency around the office if people are actually given what they deserve. And I would like to have a hiring committee so that there's just a stable number of people in the office at the same time, same people interviewing all of the staff, because I know when I was interviewed last year, there were people walking in and out of the room. I found it to be kind of unprofessional and unorganized, and I really think that we should be giving everyone a fair chance at the job, and the same people should be in the room looking at all of the candidates. I'd also like to bring SA orientation back to campus. We spent $18,000 on orientation last year, and that is just ridiculous in my head. I think by bringing it back to campus, we'd be able to use campus facilities, and it would allow for staff to actually understand what they need to do in the office. I know coming into my job last year, I didn't even know what the SA Shares Drive was, and that's like where we keep all of our files, and I think that's something that staff should know. Office staff should know how to work the phone before the first day of classes. Finance should know how to work the PO system before the first day of classes, so that when it's time, we're ready to be up and running when we need to be. Also, I would like to improve the general student programming. I'm from Buffalo, New York, from the city, and I find it's just a little bothersome for me when I hear students being like, oh, Buffalo is such a terrible city, but they've only been to Amherst. So I want to bring back UB Trippin'. It was a program we had a couple years ago, I think 3 years back, where it brought students from campus into the city, subsidized tickets to a number of different cultural events. A couple ideas I had was Shays, Helium Comedy Club, all these different venues within the city of Buffalo that would be accessible to students to allow them to have a better understanding of the city and a better understanding of the opportunities that the city provides. I'd also like to just continue a lot of the initiatives that Sam has been working on this year. The holiday bus shuttles have been really successful, and now that we've gone through one run-through of how it works, we understand when more students are traveling, when is the best time for students to need those shuttles, so it would be a more efficient program in the 2nd year, and I would like to see that continue. He's also working to streamline the film series and working to partner with AMC to subsidize movie tickets and free up the theater for clubs to use on Thursdays and Fridays, which I think would be a huge benefit to clubs. And our attendance for film series hasn't been great for the past couple of years, so it would provide that opportunity for both clubs and students to see movies that they want to see. Is that time? Okay.
Okay, so I'll get started with the first question.
Sure.
You were talking about increasing stipends.
Yes.
I'm curious which positions you think deserve an increase and where that money would come from.
Well, by cutting down on the number of staff members, that would free up a lot of money in the actual SA staff stipend line. I honestly believe that all of the positions deserve an increase. Everyone that is working for SA is working at like way under minimum wage right now. If you look at other jobs on campus, CDS or Student Life, most of those students are making minimum wage, and I think it's important for people to get paid what they deserve. And if you have students that are dedicated to the job who really want to be there and work for SA, I think that it needs to be shown that their work is appreciated and they are being paid what they deserve.
So you think the e-board members deserve more than $12,000?
Oh, no, sorry, not e-board members. Everyone but e-board members.
Okay. Joe?
You were talking about continuing the airport shuttle service.
Yeah.
Do you guys plan on, if elected, do you plan on expanding it to, the bus station and the train station? Because there were a lot of students that, were wondering if that was going to be thought about, a shuttle to the train station and the bus station as well, not just the airport.
I hadn't thought about it, but if that is actually a great idea. I know that planes aren't the only form of transportation that people use. It would have to be something we would look into financially, but I don't see why we wouldn't be able to do that.
Next question.
Yep.
Lisa?
Do you have any ideas of how to expand representation of students to off-campus students? Not just students in the SA or students who are...
Yeah, actually, I mean, I'm an off-campus student. I've been commuting from my home in Buffalo, New York since day one. I think my party is represents both on and off-campus students. And we tried to balance it out. We represent a really wide variety of student experiences within our party. And I think that's important so that a broader base of students are being represented. I completely understand that off-campus students are often underrepresented, and I would do my best to represent them because I am an off-campus student. And I believe Miriam, my vice president, she is also an off-campus student. And I believe my treasurer is also off-campus. So we would definitely be representing those students.
Do you have any plans of how to reach out to them more?
I think through marketing techniques, we really need to expand. That's also part of my platform. I think we need to do a better job of reaching out to those students. I totally agree. I would like to see posters of our events, especially the bigger ones, up in the actual Buffalo community. I live in Elmwood Village, and all of the businesses on Elmwood Avenue offer space for advertising for different events in the area. It'd be nice to see our posters up there too, so students who live in Elmwood Village who are walking around the area can see that. I'd like to see that on South Campus as well, and even on Niagara Falls Boulevard. I know there's some restaurants that have that available to us that we should be utilizing.
Next question. See another hand over there. Jordan?
You talk about cutting down the SA staff. How many members or staff positions would you actually get rid of?
So in my preliminary look at the SA staff, I had it down to under 50 stipend workers. Right now, I'm not sure of the exact numbers. At the beginning of the semester, I know we were at near 100. So in my preliminary cut downs, I got rid of at least 20 positions right off the bat. It would have to depend on certain programs and if we would be continuing them. I mentioned earlier the film series, and if we continue the film series, I would obviously, we would need more staff to continue the film series, but if we didn't continue the film series, I would get rid of some of that staff. I just think that there is a lack of staff where there needs to be and too much staff where there doesn't need to be. So it would be a lot of shifting around, but I'm confident that we could get it to around 50 stipend workers.
Last question. Lisa?
Specifically, what departments, or I guess offices, do you plan to cut jobs from, and how big of an increase are you thinking for the stipends for the jobs that you will keep?
I haven't figured out exactly how big of an increase. I would like to see it if students are working 10 to 15 hours a week to have it be about an $8 an hour wage that they would be earning, and that I think that's really fair for the amount of work that they would be putting in. Specifically, I would like to see assistant coordinators cut from their positions, and I would like to see even the entertainment department. I'm from the entertainment department. I can tell you right now, we can probably cut 2 to 3 people from that department as well.
Okay, thank you, Erin.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.